Hey everyone, thank you for tuning back in to Curvy Breeze YouTube. I welcome all new viewers. I continue to welcome all of my continuous subscribers who have been coming along with me on this journey. Thank you. If you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? You must have loved me for a reason to have clicked on this video. Something draws you to this video, honestly, because this is definitely focusing on the law of attraction and manifestations. So if you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at my MacBook, because I have a lot of notes that I took in regards to how I manifested my car the wrong way, okay? Now, a lot of people don't know this. 2021 was definitely a year of a lot of tears, it was definitely an uncomfortable year for me, to the point that I'm at now, of me realizing certain things that I have not followed along with that I did in 2022, that I should have did in 2021, that could have made my life a lot more better when it comes to certain things. But the main thing that I want to talk about is my car. I have to talk about my car. Okay, so even though I got a new car in 2021, I definitely had to make it clear that I thank God for my new car, but I do want to explain what I did wrong. So God, please don't take my new car from me. But let's get into this video. So the first things first, okay, I had a 2014 Nissan Sentra, okay, fully paid off. I was living my best life with my car. That was the car that I actually manifested the money for, because I had a beat up car. It was a 2004 Mitsubishi. And honey, it was giving me so many problems. I couldn't even get on a highway. I couldn't drive that far. Like, it was bad, okay? It was bad. So I prayed on it. I asked God to provide me with money to get a better car that was in the 2010s and nothing less. And he did bless me with that. I think I got that car back in 2018, 2017, I got that car. And I actually paid it off in full. The car was about $13,000 and it had about 30,000 miles on when I first got the car. And I manifested that car and I actually got that car and it was paid off in full. I didn't have to worry about any car note. I had liability insurance on it. We gonna get into that. And it was amazing. Like, I loved, that was my baby. That was my baby. But I actually got it inspected. Its first inspection since I got the car. First inspection was last year, 2021 is when I got the car inspected, okay? I got the car inspected, right? And my friend was with me. So I actually told her, yo, first of all, let me go back. They gave me the sticker for the car, and the sticker said that I did not have to get the car inspected again until I believe 2024, and that's what the sticker said. So I was like, okay, cool, I gotta get this car inspected until 2024. So I leaned over to my friend. I think when we were standing there and they were doing the inspection, and I told her, I said, girl, I ain't bringing this car in here in 3 years. I'm gonna have my new car. Lo and behold, the next week, my car got hit by a hit and run. Terrible, worst experience of my life. I was crying. I was like, dang, it happened that fast. God, you just took my car. Like, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of it. Yo, my car, I was crying. First of all, somebody hit my car, ran after they hit my car, and then turned around. My car fucked up, and it was the wrong license plates for the car. Excuse my French. It was the wrong license plate for the car. So I couldn't even sue nobody. I couldn't do nothing. Mind you, I had liability insurance. You know, they don't pay for nothing. So that was like the worst experience of my life. I know you guys are like, why would you get liability on this 2014 car? Like, you got to do what you got to do. I got a son, okay? I needed to make sure that my bills as low as possible so I could start saving my money for my house. That was my duty. That's what I wanted to do, okay? I wanted to be able to pay my rent and be able to start stacking up money for my house. So my main focus was not getting full coverage, but I should have got it because at least they would have fixed my car. But that's another story for another time. But other than that, my car couldn't get fixed. So I took it to the dealership. They was like, yo, your car gonna cost like $8,000 to get it fixed. Mind you, I ain't want them old used stuff, that old matte color on my car. My car was 2014. Like, that was my baby. Like, I ain't want none of that. So I had money saved up that was saved up for my house. I had money saved up for that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let God lead the way. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go get my new car. Because prior years before, I mentioned that my new car was gonna be in the 2020s after this one. Like, I knew I was going up to the 2020s. It was definitely not going to be a 2019 or less than that. I knew that straight off the bat. So looking for a car, I saw a 2019 car and I really wanted that car. Mind you, they told me that I couldn't get the car because they had something going on with the air conditioner and they needed a part. And for some reason, they had all these 2019s because I was trying to stay in my budget. So I'm like, all right, this 2019 is in my budget. I could pay for this. The car note won't be that bad. And plus, I'm definitely going to get full coverage because I'm not losing my car yet. So for some reason, I just couldn't get that car. I just couldn't get it because they said that they couldn't get the part because it was because of the manufacturer and something with COVID, and it was backed up in shipments. And he was like, yo, we may not get this part until like another year from now. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave it in God's hands, okay? I'm going to leave it in God's hands. So lo and behold, I found my 2020 Honda Civic. It was beautiful. It was great mileage. It was still in my price range. You know, I was still a little shooken up by the price. But I was like, you know what? I'm leaving it in God's hands because honestly, I messed up by manifesting this car. So let me do it right this time when I have what I asked for. So going back to years ago, I did mention that I wanted a car in the 2020s. I got that, and I also said that my car was going to be white. I said my car was going to be white, and I got a white Honda Civic 2020, even though it's not my Audi, because Lord knows I was pressing for my Audi. But you know what? I'm still grateful because I still am in alignment with what I asked for. But let me tell you how I was wrong with how I manifested the car. I know I took so long, but how I was wrong in manifesting my car. I wasn't in high vibrations when I said it. Yes, back then I was in high vibrations, but during that time that I said within the next 3 years, I'm not bringing this car to get it inspected, I wasn't in high vibrations. I think I was angry about something in my head. And I think I was nervous about me passing the inspection with my 2024. Of course, there was nothing wrong with my car, but I was in bad vibes because I was supposed to be having a gathering at my house. And I was scared that I was going to be judged by my home. So I was kind of iffy in having that party, that function. So I wanted to not have it, but then again, I was like, let me break out my comfort zone. Let me invite people into my home because I'm very spiritual about my home. I don't like bad vibes in my home, especially when I don't feel comfortable. So I was in a bad mindset when I said that. And also when I lost my car was the day of my function. I was in I was having an anxiety attack. I was panicking. I was out of whack. I was out of balance, and I actually lost my car. in the worst way ever. Why? Okay, so the first thing was I was not in vibrations, and I wasn't in the correct frequency of what they would say when I was trying to manifest a new car, because my words of me saying I'm not going to have this car in the next 3 years and taking it back for inspection did not be in high vibes and good feelings. It was actually said in bad feelings. So I lost my car in a bad way instead of a happy way. Because when you think about, okay, I'm going to go get a new car, you think about it as, I'm going to save up money. This is going to be a great experience. I'm going to be selling this old car. I'm going to be going shopping for my new car. It's going to be a positive vibe. So me not being in those vibrations kind of messed me up. So you definitely want to make sure that when you state something, especially something that can happen in the future, please make sure that you're in great vibes and great vibrations and a great frequency when you say it, because which goes into number 2. Because it may not turn out that good. The loss of something when you're trying to gain something may not turn out that good. Okay, so with my number 2 of the reason why I did not manifest my car the correct way was I wasn't specific, okay, and how I was going to go about not bringing this car to the next inspection. Okay, I kind of left it out there for the universe, especially with my going back to my bad vibes. I left it out there to the universe. So the universe is going based off my feelings, and they're making me lose my car in a negative way because my feelings are very negative. So I wasn't very specific. I should have stated when I said that I was going to not bring my car back here. I should have stated I'm going to save up enough money to the point that I'm going to go get the car that I want. I should have said that too in my lines of me saying I'm not bringing this car back to the inspection the next 3 years, that I am going to be happy when I go pick out this new car, that this is going to be the car that I desire. This is going to be the car that I want. I should have been a little bit more specific in saying how I was going to transition from this car to the next. I'm going to sell this car. Or either I was going to give this car to one of my siblings. Okay, it should have been like that. I was not specific enough. So me just throwing it out there just made it, okay, universe, do what you gotta do. Okay, so that kind of messed me up too. I feel as though I didn't visualize the way I was going to get my car. I didn't meditate on it. I didn't script it. Okay, usually when I say stuff out loud that clicks in my head, I usually go back and I think about it. But since I was so heated in the moment about something that was about to happen the next week, I didn't think you need to go home and elaborate on this. Like I said, I should have been more specific. I should have scripted out the way that I was going to have my new car enter into my life. I didn't meditate on it. I didn't sit down and sit in that feeling, those vibrations to bring forth this new thing that I wanted. No matter if it was going to happen in the course of the 3 years, happen in a week, happen in a month, I should have really sat down and meditated on this, which would have helped me visualize this. Because when you meditate, you tend to, after you meditate and you say your affirmations, you tend to be able to visualize it more clearer of how your story is going to be told in the future. So that all 3 of these things that I just stated is what messed me up into why I manifested my car the wrong way. So I hope this gives you clarity into, how the law of attraction works and how you can actually mess up what you're manifesting if you're not in if you're not in good vibrations or a good frequency, when you're not being specific in what you want and how you want it to play out, when you're not visualizing what you ask for, when you're not meditating on it, when you're not praying on it, when you're not not scripting it, okay, writing it out. It don't have to be about prayer. You can write it out to the universe of what you want. So with those three things, I think that is what made me realize that I should have manifested my car a more better way. Even though I'm happy that I got my car, I should have just did it a little bit better. Okay, so now I know that moving forward, because right now I am manifesting another car. I am manifesting that. I was a little bit more specific in how I wanted that new car to play out, okay, from beginning to end and when I want it. So that right there, it clears the air for the new car to come forth to me in a more positive way, okay? So I hope this video was very informative to anyone trying to manifest something, or if you feel as though your manifestation went the wrong way and you want to try to fix it. Hope this video was a great video for you to watch. It's been very enlightful for me to really sit down and think about the path that I took in 2021 and why certain things played out. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.